the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. The Spartans will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that could use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And
breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Going for the big play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Moore to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. With the catch, it's Covey. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. A little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Lyons. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it up. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Off the play fake. Got his man. Fights off a defender. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Takes the handoff. It's Covey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it. And the ball slipped out. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Rushes on him. Fires to the middle. There he goes. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Now on the return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sutter. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. It's Covey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fielded in the end zone, it's good. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. And the Spartans backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds some fresh air. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. To the air. It's locked. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there off. Of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback's got the first. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp, and to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by 13 to UCF. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. At the 40, there he goes. Turns on the Jets. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out the block.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no...
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it could take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
Got to 1st down and more. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Makes a man miss. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The receiver on the jet sweep.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack. They were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Give to Brown. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one.
Snatches it on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Jean-Pierre. Quickly complete. Spins away from one. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They want that clock to run. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown has it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.